G'day, it's Brak, and I have been enjoying the orc content which is in this book, and I'd like to share it with you, and it's going to be coming up very soon. Tough, brutal, relentlessly thuggish, and impossibly numerous, the orcs are one of the most dangerous species in the galaxy. Thriving on battle and mayhem, they have been a dire threat to humanity since before the dawn of the Imperium. Their marauding warbands turning up in every corner of the galaxy. Welcome, new recruits, to the 4052nd. Now, we are going to be discussing the orcs, because guess where you're going, guys? Yes, we are off to Ryza. And guess which lucky sods are going to go there to clean them up? No, Riker. Ryza is not a pleasure planet. There will be no pleasure to be had on Ryza. But before I go on, we have to do a little bit of housekeeping. Now, the Adeptus Janitus has just given me a little note, and so from now on, whoever is writing on the servitors, Voldemort was here, it's not funny. Also, Canonus Soraya may have a lovely pair of breasts. However, can we please refrain from drawing them on the latrine walls? And in other news, all recruits who thought they were going to Cadia after this campaign, well, you can't. It has fallen. Now, on with the lecture. When the orcs attack, they fill the air with their bestial roars, the thunderous growls of revving engines, and the deep booms of their crude artillery. They sweep on like an rushing tidal wave, wreathed in choking clouds of dust and filthy exhaust fumes. Mobs of orcs storm forward clad in patchwork armour, swinging brutal weapons with savage joy. Many race into battle aboard armoured trucks and wagons whose gaping exhausts belch thick black smog, even as their massive guns hammer furious and usually widely inaccurate volleys of fire into the foe. That's you. As the orcs surge towards their foes, yes, you, they display a singular lack of concern for the dangers they face or the casualties inflicted amongst their fellows. That's fellow orcs. So inhumanely resilient is the orc physiology that they frequently ignore multiple gunshot wounds, or even the loss of limbs in their eagerness to get to the fight. Their explosive demise of their fellows' war engines or combat walkers, meanwhile, prompts little more than raucous cheers and catcalls from orcs nearby. The carnage truly begins when orcs reach the enemy lines. Numbers, momentum, and sheer ferocity combine into a thunderous charge more akin to a living avalanche than attacking army. Orcs hack down opposing infantry, that's you, with their choppers, or turn them into bloody mulch with revving kill saws. They crush foes to death with their brutal power claws, or riddle them with rude firepower at point blank range. Every greenskin reveals the brutal anarchy of the action, not once slowing down in their joyful fury, egged on by the rest of the boys in their mob and by the mighty war bosses who lead them. No, Georgeson, the orcs are not fake news perpetrated by their elder to make the tale look good. Once an enemy is destroyed, the orcs set upon the corpses of the dead, greenskin and foe alike, and the thousands of wrecked vehicles strawed across the battlefield, aiming to loot anything of value, a lump of twisted steel that will make for the perfect axe, orcs' teeth, the currency of the greenskins, and entire tanks are all taken by the marauding Xenos. Fights amongst them are common, whether it be over the richest pickings, leadership of the various warbands, or very often out of sheer boredom now the battle is over. These frequent brawls are a form of entertainment in their own right, with the diminutive Gretchen running between the legs of jeering boys, taking bets and enjoying seeing their larger bully cousins taking a beating for a change. Made up of so many highly competitive and violent warbands, tribes and clans, the orc race has an immense propensity for infighting, and many imperial scholars insert strongly that this self-destructive behaviour is the only thing stopping the greenskins from taking over so much of the galaxy. It takes a particularly large and powerful individual to steer the greenskins towards a common purpose. For orc society is one based on a simple hierarchy. Might is right, and biggest is best. The bigger and stronger the greenskin is, the more likely he will be in charge. The very biggest and strongest orcs conquer vast numbers of lesser tribes before folding them into their own, resulting in a great war. A rampage that can be described as something between a holy war, invasion, and migration fit to down entire star systems in wave upon wave of greenskins. In recent times, the Imperium has encountered more wars than ever before, thinning our depleted and overstretched defences. Jennings, how many times have I told you not to play with your las rifle? You've just shot bloody Wilkinson in the head. The servitors are not going to be happy. 6 major clans have been identified amongst orc society. The Goth clan consists of hulking black-clad brutes who specialise in close-quarters infantry assault. The speed-crazed Evil Sons race into battle on customised trucks, warbikes and other vehicles fitted with all kinds of weird weapons and daubed with a generous lashings of red paint, which the orcs believe makes them go faster. The blood axes are viewed askance by other orcs and rarely trusted, for they engage in such unorky practices as planning their battlefields beforehand and wearing camouflage. Dubbed in lucky blue paint, the Death Skulls are looters and thieves supreme, while the Bad Moons are by far the richest orcs, and their fast-growing teeth allowing them to buy the biggest guns and deck their vehicles with gold plating and flashy decorations. Traditionalists, by orc standards, meanwhile, the snakebites favour simple forms of warfare. There are some who are outcasts from their clans, known as freebooters. These orcs rampage around the galaxy looking for loot and opportunities to sow mayhem and destruction. The orcs, as a whole, are not complex beings, and their society, for all its apparent barbarity, is a robust one. As long as there are foes to fight, the orcs will keep fighting them, spreading ever further across the stars until they either are defeated or conquer all. But we are here to stop them. Now, recruits, that is all you need to know about the orcs. It is now time for lunch, so head on down to the canteen. I want to see you back here in 30 minutes, where I will teach you how to fix a power claw wound with some cloth, a piece of string, and a needle. I hope you enjoyed that. You can show your appreciation by liking, sharing, and subscribing. And you can also press that notification button so you don't miss out on my future videos. A big thank you to my Patreon members for helping me out financially. If you would like to become a Patreon member, please head over to the Patreon page. There is a link below, and make a donation. It would be muchly appreciated.